First game of the week, first game of the NFL season. Great game. Rematch of the AFC Championship game from last year. And it went pretty much the same. I mean, not exactly, but the Ravens, they looked like their offensive line was definitely worse, but at least they had Isaiah Likely. I mean, look at this play. Oh my gosh, that's a felony. That's a felony right there. But Patrick Mahomes, still Patrick Mahomes, and the Chiefs, they were still the Chiefs. And Kelsey is still with Taylor Swift, and the NFL made sure we'd know that one. And the Chiefs are just, they just have everything, don't they? I mean, they could three-peat. Like, their team is better than last year, and last year they won the Super Bowl. I mean, maybe there's only a couple teams that can beat them, but I'll talk about that later. Speaking of a team that I think can beat the Chiefs, well, I'm not going to talk about the Eagles. I already made a video about them and how much the Giants stink. Speaking of the Giants stinking, the Giants, their offense might be the worst in the NFL without Saquon. It's going to be ugly for them. And how about Sam Darnold? I mean, maybe he'll be a good quarterback after all. Although he did play the stinking Giants, so you can't really tell. But man, the Giants, they stink. I can't wait for Panthers-Giants in Germany. What a crap game. I like to call those types of games the toilet bowl. Speaking of teams that stink, the Panthers. 47 to 17? I mean, I knew they were bad, but they surpassed my low expectations. They stink so bad. I had low expectations, and they still beat them. Are the Saints legit, or did they just play a landfill of a team? I don't know. Hopefully they beat the Cowboys next week, because I hate the Cowboys.
Cousins from a collapsing pocket throws an interception.
Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh, one of the few losses I had in my predictions. I swear, if they take a playoff spot, I'm going to be angry. They always find a way to just squeeze in there when they don't belong. But good job, anyways, at least. They made the Falcons look terrible. And this game was crazy. I mean, Anthony Richardson only completed 9 passes, but all 9 passes were crazy. I mean, bomb after bomb. Like, he threw a pass, stumbling to his left, 70 yards. Like, this guy's an alien. I don't know if he can develop, but I hope we see these two match up for years to come, because if we get games like this, oh my gosh, that would be amazing. But I do think that for now, the Texans are just the better team. I actually think that the Texans are going to go to the AFC Championship game. I don't think they'll beat the Chiefs, but I think it'll be a great, great game. Like, Stroud he's already a top 3 QB. I think he's number 3. But, I mean, the Colts, they look so impressive. I thought they're much better than I thought they would be, to be honest. I mean, just look at these highlights. The highlights don't stop. It's ridiculous. Stroud was already dangerous, but now it's Stephon Diggs. Oh my gosh. I mean, he's going to get MVP within the next 3 years. He just is. We'll have to see if their defense is as good as last year. I mean, they didn't really look at this game, but it is week 1. And teams tend to play like garbage in week 1. You would think after 7 months, teams would be ready, but I guess not. Investing millions of dollars a year, waiting all that time, and teams still play like garbage, at least on one side of the ball. It's amazing. The worm has turned. That is the quote of the season already. And I'm so happy for J.K. Dobbins. I mean, he's had some devastating injuries the last couple of years. But, hey, with Jim Harbaugh, he's probably going to get at least 1,500 yards. And Justin Herbert might actually get to his full potential. I'm actually really excited. Again, I hope the Steelers don't take a playoff spot from them, because I actually want to see them. And it's really nice seeing Jim Harbaugh back in the NFL. He's crazy, and I just love it. Oh, the Cowboys. I actually thought that they would lose this game, but I also thought Deshaun Watson would be able to, recognize that the ground is not one of his wide receivers. I was wrong. Also, he has another case. Amazing. Man, the Browns look so bad right now. The Cowboys were great, give them credit, but they will fall apart eventually. Honestly, I don't have much to say for this game, because I don't care. But what I do have to say is Bo picks, and how do you give up 2 safeties in one game? How is that even possible? I mean, and still lose. Like, what?
Hey, monster on the beat, ho. Wop, 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 wop. That fuck 'em up. Wop, 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 wop. I'ma do my stuff. Tryna strike a chord, and it's probably A minor.
Now that the halftime intermission is over, let's get back to the games. Mike Evans, he can still catch touchdowns. Baker Mayfield, he's actually really good. I mean, I did not expect that 2 years ago. But, I mean, credit to them. I'm happy for Baker. Screw the Browns. Baker Mayfield, keep baking. The Dolphins. I mean, the Jaguars, yet again, it seems like, I mean, I know this personally as an Eagles fan. Doug Peterson, he's good, but he just makes bad decisions at the worst times. Like, the offense just, it plays well, but sometimes it's just harder than it needs to be. And the Dolphins come back after looking like garbage. I mean, Tyreek goes from arrested to 80-yard touchdown, but it doesn't matter because Tua is injured. Okay, so you're telling me the Titans lost this game without allowing an offensive touchdown? Yeah, sounds about Titans. Also, that's the most hilarious pick I've ever seen. Oh my gosh. Cardinals, Bills. Kyler Murray was scampering in this game. But then, in the second half, he was just not good. And oh my gosh, that second half play calling. Oh, like running it when there's 30 seconds left? What are you doing? Josh Allen is still Superman. So, credit to him. Actually, an insane game. Like, the only game where the dynamic kickoffs were actually dynamic. The Cincinnati Bengals. Well, I like to call them the Bungles because they just bungle everything, apparently. They're still the Burrows. They're not the Bengals. They're the Burrows or the Bungles. But, like, the fumbles, the turnovers, the crappy offense. I know the Patriots have a great defense, but come on. Ugh. Well, Vegas is certainly crying after that one. Patriots are still going to stink, though. I know it. Also, I mean, look at that drop. That's just, oh, gosh. You might say, why am I going to Monday Night Football before Sunday Night Football? Well, it's because Monday night sucked ass. So I'm not going to finish off with that. But, I mean, Aaron Rodgers, he could still sling it, but he kind of looked like he might be in a little bit of a weird wheelchair, not going to lie. Walking stick. But it's probably just because everyone uses week 1 as a preseason game. But the 49ers, they looked scary. Can't wait till they blow a lead in the fourth quarter of the playoffs, though. I know, that's cruel. I'm just saying, the curse of Jim Harbaugh is real. In 2027, in February, the Chargers will finish that curse in the Super Bowl. That's a guarantee. Guaranteed. Wow, an actually good game. One of the best games of the week. I mean, the Lions. Shout out to the Lions. I mean, their fans, their generations have just been suffering. 0-16 seasons. Just terrible losing seasons. Shout out to them. They deserve this. If the Eagles don't make it, I kind of hope that the Lions win the championship. Not going to lie. And Dan Campbell is still amazing. And this game, I mean, Matthew Stafford and the Rams, they look so dangerous. Hopefully Puka Nacua gets back healthy, but, I mean, fantasy owners will still love Cooper Kupp. And the Rams, I mean, they can go to the NFC Championship game. They're that dangerous offensively, even though they don't have Aaron Donald now. And the Lions, man, they just control the line of scrimmage. It's so impressive. I mean, they just say, we're going to run it down your throat and you're going to like it. You know, we're just going to turn you into oatmeal. That's the football that I know. Great game between two great teams. Hope they see each other in the playoffs again. Just to wrap it up, Jordan Love, he should be okay. And Tua, well, God bless him. Hopefully there's no more massive injuries this season. So basically, the Giants, they still stink. And the Panthers, they also still stink. And this clip is a little long. The Bengals are the Bungles or the Burrows. Either one works. The Chiefs, well, they still own everything, and they're probably going to three-peat. I hate them. Aaron Rodgers might need a wheelchair. The Lions, they might actually break their curse. The 49ers, they're very good, but they're probably still cursed. The Cowboys, they're good now, but just wait till the collapse. And the Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl. yeah, that's just very, very obvious. Okay, bye.
What's that on that beat, ho? Aye, mustard on the beat, ho. Debo, any rap nigga, he a freak house. Wop, wop.